Greetings, everybody, and welcome back to my channel. It's your boy, Perry Walker, a.k.a. Don Walk, and today I want to talk about this economy. I mean, right now, everyone is really struggling. I mean, struggling big time. People are trying to do whatever they can, whatever gig work to make ends meet, and it's been like this for a minute. And I'm not the type to get into the political wars. I know there's people that want to blame folks, but it's been tough for a long time, but it's just gotten tougher with all the layoffs and people don't know what they're going to do. A lot of changes in policy when it comes to public assistance, and it's just has been a really wild ride. But at the same time, some of our leaders are telling us that everything is great, everything is booming, and we're like, for who, right? For who? So I wrote this song in 2025 when things started looking like, oh man, this isn't going well because a lot of people are getting laid off. I had the tune in my head, went do 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 do. But when I did the tune, I originally wanted it to kind of be like a neo soul, but it didn't come out like that when I tried to use Suno to bring life to my words. And I started off with like the hook, because most songs start off with the hook. Everything's gonna be all right, all right. Everything's gonna be all right. With God, you're in good hands, so don't worry about this life. So I was thinking about that. And I know there's a lot of people that's not religious, and some people are Christians like I am. But I just wanted this song to be for everybody. I've been working on this, and of course, I used AI to assist me. I've been trying to figure out how I can enhance it and make it better. But let me play a little bit of it. Let me start with the chorus, right? Okay. And let me see. Let me put my headphones on because I can't hear it like y'all are hearing it. All right. All right. Everything's gonna be all right. All right. Everything's gonna be all right. With God, you're in good hands. So don't worry about this life. This life. Seek first God's kingdom. Trust and believe. All may look hopeless. And now, when I did this, Suno, I think Suno was on 4 or 4.5. And with AI music, there's a whole bunch of artifacts, okay? And I've been working like crazy to work that out. And I added some drums, some like crushed drums to kind of like add a little depth to the music. Here, let me go back to that, and I'm a mute no, right here. Yeah, I'm a mute these drums, okay? And I created them as a MIDI track first, right here with VD Fat. Okay, so you hear that, and then I bounced it down to a track. Here, let me get rid of this mixer so you can see the track. The track is right here, these drums tracks. And let me solo this thing here. Okay, so you can hear what it sounds like, okay? Real crunchy, real overly compressed. And I wanted to add them to this. Okay, now let me play it without the drums in there. Those extra drums I played. God's kingdom, trust and believe. All may look hopeless. Everything's gonna be all right. It sounds okay, but when I add these drums back in, it adds a little bit more depth. Sorry for messing up on the video, guys. I'm doing this live. All right, everything, God's got you. All right. And you see how it adds a little bit of depth, but also too, the horns were lacking big time. And I was trying to figure out how to make these horns stand out. And let me see if I can find my horns here. Is this it? Yeah. Let me see here. Got my horns. Okay, there we go. You get what you get, right? Well, I don't have any third-party VSTIs. I use what's a Sonos, and that's one of the things that, well, Fender Studio 8 now, one of the things Fender Studio should do is update their MIDI instruments, because right now, they're not the best. Compared to other DAWs, that's one of the most lacking things with Fender Studio. But anyway, this isn't a Fender Studio video, but check this out. I'm gonna try to add some of these horns in. I might mess up.
But I'm here to tell you, don't give in to despair. We serve a big God, yeah, a God who still cares. He cares, oh yes he does. Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright, alright. Everything's gonna be alright. With God you're in good hands, so don't worry about this life. This life. Seek first God's kingdom, trust and believe. All may look hopeless.
And the reason why I need to add those horns in there is kind of like I want them to kind of be a little bit more, have more sheen, right? And currently they just don't have that. But here, let me record it in, because I wasn't recording it. Here, let me see. Okay, let me take that off.
Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright, alright. Everything's gonna be alright. With God you're in good hands, so don't worry about this life. This life. Seek first God's kingdom, trust and believe.
I'm hitting all kinds of bad notes. So let me try that again, because that was bad. All right. Let me start right here at the chorus.
Alright. Everything's gonna be alright, alright. Everything's gonna be alright. With God you're in good hands, so don't worry about this life. This life. Seek first God's kingdom, trust and believe.
Okay, let's hear what that sounds like. Like I said, I probably was hitting some really, really bad notes here, guys, because I'm not a piano player. I'm trying to peck my way through this, and let me bring it up in the edit view. Okay. Yep. Man. Okay, I totally hit some bad notes there. Okay, let me close that out. And another thing about Fender Studio that's really kind of getting under my skin is that, and before they switched over, I used to be able to switch things right here, right? And switch them back, but sometimes the cursor goes missing and it does some really strange things. But anyway, let's listen to what I did and see if we're gonna be on point here.
Gonna be alright. With God you're in good hands, so don't worry about this life. This life. Seek first God's kingdom, trust and believe. All may look.
Not bad. Let me render it, see what it sounds like. Let me kind of like close up these ends, because when you convert from MIDI to audio, sometimes it just abruptly cuts things off and you hear this little at the end. Okay. So let's hear what that sounds like.
Everything's gonna be alright.
It's a little off. You hear that? I had it on low latency recording, but whenever you actually convert it over, then it goes back to the timing. That's a little bit of a lag. Let me see if I can move it over some. Quantize that 64, and let me see if that'll do it. That'll bring it back. Okay, here we go.
Alright, everything's gonna be alright. With God you're in good hands, so don't worry about this life. This life.
see if I can move it over a little bit more. Let me take it off of that so I can kind of slide it, not on the beat, a little bit off of it. So let's see if that'll be a little bit better.
Everything's gonna be all right. With God, you're in good.
Pretty good. Now let me kind of chop it up, and then I'm gonna mute it. Let me kind of like loop that part a little bit. Let me make sure. Okay, good. All right, let me loop it.
All right. Everything's gonna be all right. Everything's gonna be all right. With God, you're in good.
Okay, so that's without it. You hear that it's kind of flat sounding, kind of monolithic sounding. And let me bring it back in real quick. Like I was saying, the horns kind of sound a little flat, and they also have a little bit of ending note on that first stab. It's a little bit shorter. Let me do that. Let me see how that sounds, and let me add that. All right, let's see what we got now.
Everything's gonna be all right. With God, you're in good hands. So don't worry about this life. Seek first.
Okay, so let me blend it in there a little bit better than what it was. Okay. And sorry guys, I don't have things color coded. I usually kind of clean that up after I get my stuff kind of arranged, but I don't have it cleaned up right now. All right, let me look for the horns right here. Okay, so I'm gonna bring it down by like 3 dB. Let's see how that sounds.
Everything's gonna be all right. Everything's gonna be all right. With God, you're in good hands. So don't worry about this life. Seek first God's kingdom. Everything's gonna be all right. Everything's gonna be all right. With God, you're in good hands. So don't worry about this life. Seek first God's kingdom. Everything's gonna be all right. Everything's gonna be all right. With God, you're in good hands. So don't worry about this life. Seek first God's kingdom. Everything's gonna be all right. Everything's gonna be all right. With God, you're in good hands.
Yeah, I think I like that. I like how that sounds. But like I was saying, a lot of people are just having a hard time. And it seems like there's a lot of people talking at one another instead of talking to and trying to understand each other's situation. It's like everyone's trying to find the villain or who's to blame the other person. But I think this song is good because it talks about the frustration of how many people are feeling, how I'm feeling, and how many people are feeling. They've been told that everything is booming, everything is okay, but no one can really feel that prosperity like they can, or when I say they, those that have, because there are people, there are haves and there are have-nots, and it's becoming more like that. Now, this video isn't meant to be political or anything like that, but I just wanted to take some time out to talk to the people that watch my channel and those who may happen to catch this episode to let you know that, hey, look, I feel you. If you're frustrated with this economy, it could be something else. And I'm going to end with the intro of this song. Now, this song is coming out soon. I still got some more work to do on it, but let me know in the comments what you think about it. I was thinking about adding an organ, but I don't know how to play the organ, so I'm going to hire someone off of Fiverr play the organ on it because I think it needs an organ. This one goes out to those who are struggling. Maybe you've been laid off. You don't know how you're going to make those ends meet. And to my sisters and single mothers who've been hit hard by this terrible economy, we haven't forgotten about you.
I know you've been wrestling with what you're gonna do. The bills are stacking up, and you can barely afford food. They say the economy's fine, but that's a lie we can see.
God who still cares.
So yes, he does.
Yes, he does.
Everything's gonna be alright. Everything's gonna be alright. Alright. Everything's gonna be alright. With God, you're in good hands. So don't worry about this life. This life. Seek first God's kingdom. Trust and believe. All may look hopeless. Everything's gonna be alright. Alright. Everything. God's got you. Alright. Yeah. God's got you.
And I'm in with that, guys. And till the next time, I see you on the next one. And stay strong. And let's not rip each other apart or point fingers at one another, but let's try to be empathetic towards what's going on with a lot of people's situations right now. And offer up prayers and blessings and help wherever we can. Those of us who have more than someone else can maybe help them out. At least that's what my wife and myself have been doing, you know. And that's how we should be. So until the next time I see you on the next one, peace.